Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, Once again, it's your girl. I'm back. So, on my last video, I know I called it a life update, and I wanted to make a part two to that because I feel like I didn't really fully give the update of how things are right now in the present time. So, um, what is this? 17, 27. It's like this 5 weeks, 5 weeks and some change since my precious baby boy Ramir has been delivered into the world, and it's really been, a joyful, interesting journey with everything, and just becoming a new mom again, and just adjusting to the new blessing that we have. And um, me and my husband, I feel like we've been doing a really good job. Like, everybody collectively in the household, even the children, my daughter, she's been helping out a lot. She's 12 years old, and we're really grateful for her. And yeah, so it's a whole new ball game whenever there's a new little person that's birthed into the world, adjusting to everything. You know, um, basically we are pretty much on his time frame with everything, and but it's a good thing. It teaches all of us to be selfless. When he from during the times that he's decides that he wants to take a nap or go to sleep or whatever. I know it's very important with newborns. Them getting the proper nutrition and the sleep that they need. So basically we just been just working around his schedule. Um, and then we got baby boy Summer. He's a trip. You know what I'm saying? He still think that he's a baby. He's the baby, which he is a baby. He's only 2 years old. But even he had to adjust to everything that's going on, and just being able to split that time with Ramir between mommy and daddy and sissy and brother, and just him just adjusting to being gentle and with the baby and just understanding everything. I know it's been like a real eye opener for him as well, adjusting to everything. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on. Also, um, I mean, the little guy, he's just really growing. It's a really cool experience to see him grow every day from when we first brought him home from the hospital until now. He's made a lot of progress. He's really strong, and he's very aware and attentive, and I think he's gonna be tall. He's gonna be tall like my husband. He's gonna be at least 6 foot. Um, but yeah, he's like I don't know. He's just really like cuddly, like and warm. He just makes you just want to love all on him, kiss all on him, hug him and stuff. He tries to kiss back. He really talks like you know. I don't know what's up. You know what I'm saying? These new babies, but like he is really talking. He says words, and like I wish I could like really capture the moment, but it's spontaneous and it's a beautiful thing. He really, like this morning when he woke up, he said, hello, hello, hello. He said it 3 times. And then he likes to say hi, hey, and yeah, yeah, he's something else. But it's definitely been team no sleep. You know what I'm saying? Even the sleeping patterns is around him and his schedule when he wakes up. When he wants to go to sleep, when he decides to use the bathroom, all that stuff. So um, that's been a challenging thing as far as not really being able to sleep. But part of me is like I think I could, you know, probably adjust to that because the last part of your pregnancy, you really don't get to sleep that much because you constantly going to the bathroom. So, um, but yeah, and so when I go to school, you know, sometimes I'm really tired, but you know, me and my husband both, we've been really working really well together, and you know, just you know, it's just you know, it is what it is. It's just one of them things, you know, it's got to be done. So I just want to take this time to you know let my husband know that I really appreciate him and how hard he goes for our family and you know everything that he does within the household and outside the household, being a protector and a provider for us. And so I'm really grateful and thankful for that. You know, um, I think out of all the things that he does, because you know he has Superman abilities. Out of all the things he does, I think that I just like really get a joy with just seeing him how he interacts with you know the family, the boys, and you know all his children, the ones that's in the household, outside the household. I really enjoy being able to share that experience with him. But anyways, yeah, that's my partner, and he does a really good job. Um, what's up, ATM Tim? Hey, good to see you, bro. It's very good to see you. Um, thank you for joining my live. I appreciate you. Um, and I'm glad that everything is good with you. So, you know, as far as with this channel and what I want to do and just continually to build with you guys and being productive. I would like to, you know, come up with a schedule and say, you know, I'm gonna go live on this days and make sure I, you know, submit and put out a certain amount of videos during the week and all that stuff, you know, because I really want to build with you guys. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. You wash your hands? Okay. I want to continue to build with you guys. I don't take anybody time for granted. I appreciate every time you know y'all tap in with me and you know show love. I definitely am. Thank you for that encouragement and that motivation. I appreciate it. I definitely am. Um, you know everything that's going on, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really, you know, really, that's kind of discouraged me a lot, and that plays a part in why I don't get on here as much. Because for real, I be really wanting to get on here and really talk about, you know, what happened and all that stuff. I be really wanting to do that on this channel, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, I don't want to give it that type of energy over here. But you know, it is what it is. In due time, I probably talk about it a little bit, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to really, you know, continue that on this channel.
Talk about your experience with Nairobi Kennedy. Run back and forth with Nairobi Kennedy.
But yeah, you know, just to touch on that, you know, the whole thing with the Nairobi, Kenya, and the land and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but talk about your experience without it.
I mean, yeah, but I just want to touch on that a little bit. You know, as far as that, I'm not bitter like I used to be anymore about it. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, he's still talking or whatever and everything he has to say, I feel bad for him for if anything. You know, I really feel bad for him. And, you know, I wish that, you know, I wish him a turnaround, him and his family. So I don't have nothing really bad to say about him on this channel. Now I do interviews on other channels and platforms and stuff like that because I don't want him to continue to feel like it's okay to scam people because it's not cool. Especially being that I've had a first-hand experience with their YouTuber. So, you know, I feel a responsibility to at least say something, even if I'm saying it on other platforms outside of mine, because I want to stick to the script, and my script is Optimal Health as well. But however, outside of him, it was a beautiful experience to go to Nairobi, Kenya, and experience something different, experience the Kenyan culture and just their way of living and the scenery and um, you know, man, like I went to um, the zoo while I was there. I went to St. Rita Catholic Church. They put on a really, really big production at the church. I build with the youth at St. Rita Catholic Church. Shout out to Miss Leah, the First Lady. What else did I do when I was in Nairobi? Um, man, I seen some really, really beautiful monkeys. Um, and I got to get up close and personal with them. My bad, y'all. My bad. Visited numerous restaurants. Um, I got to eat some goat. I got to experience even you know, the African power outage, and you know what's that like to be without power for a little while in Africa and stuff. Just what else did I get to see? The yeah, the people, and the animals too. Like the animals are beautiful in Africa. Like, you know, and the people are beautiful. You know, it's a different type of beautiful. You know, from the United States standards of beauty in Africa. Um, but the animals are, you know, they're exotic, and the people are, um, you know, really. How can I describe the people in Kenya? Um, the people in Kenya are, for the most part, you know, I would say that they're, hmm,
I think you'd be able to come up with a better understanding of how they are about how you are,
yeah, I think
because
that's
part
what
of
it
you
is.
Kenyan. You know, you got that on your DNA, so that's a large percentage of your DNA is
Yeah,
Kenyan. So you're proud of your culture.
yeah, they were relatable.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
related to them a
Yeah,
lot.
and you was proud
Now
of
it
your.
was some things that I didn't relate to, you know, being that my environment has been in the United States for so long. But there was a lot of things that I can relate to um, from the people in Kenya, um, like the style of their dress, the fashion. Um, their fashion is really dope, for real. Um, some of the food is good. It's better. Um, the meat is more pure. Um, what else? The air is fresher. Um,
Did you notice that was more youth? What about the youth? You
yeah,
look at the
the
video,
youth were they
in
were
your
really
video.
welcoming. As a matter of fact, they were more welcoming than anybody that I met. I would have to say that the youth
On the
was the
church
most
and on the street.
welcoming, and on the church and in the
When you
community.
did your video.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. They were like, and they were more, and they was the most down to earth too, because they were willing to talk about things that, you know, normal people wouldn't really talk about. And I was really grateful to have that dialogue with them and that sit down. Um,
You got a lot of video coverage of that.
yeah, so if y'all go back through my channel
So you
and
posted
y'all want to see, you know, um,
Kenya, Nairobi.
Kenya firsthand, what I experienced while I was there, you're more than welcome
Start reposting
to
my video. You
to
will.
look. And I'm gonna start reposting the videos in my community wall as well, so you guys can take a look at it. You know, there's a lot of people that I run across that say they want to experience Africa, they want to go or whatever. Well, sometimes you have to look at somebody that's close to you or next to you's journey to be able to go and kind of, you know, feel it and see it through the eyes of them, and then that will, you know, draw that reality to you. So, you know, I never want to like like throw it in somebody's face, like, oh yeah, I've been there, because that's my first time ever traveling outside the country, so I'm not even, so that this is a testimony. If I can do it, you can too. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that experience outside of the negativity that happened while I was there, the devastation, outside of that, Kenya is a really cool place. I'll definitely go there again. I definitely want to go to some other countries within Africa. What would you do if you went back to Nairobi? That's a good question, ATM Tim.
Well,
Um,
the
first,
first thing I do is have a certain guide.
the first thing I do is link up with Servant of God. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him. And sit down with him and build with him and see what, be a part of the plan is what he's trying to do. And definitely have my husband right alongside with me. 'Cause my husband is a farmer and he knows all about the agriculture and all that good stuff. And so I really think that once those two link up, and with me and what I bring to the table, and everybody else that's like-minded like us, I think that we can really build, and you too, ATM Tim, and your family. So I definitely believe that outside of everything that happened, the negative things that we went through, I think that the big pictures that God put us together so that we could do something to really be productive and effective in Africa with our people and the youth and Kenyans and everybody. Like, I want to be able to help everybody, anybody I come in contact with, no matter what color or age, ethnicity. I really want to be able to help people who's like-minded, who has the same dream as me.
But I have to move in my journey. But I have to move in my journey.
But I have to move in my journey.
And what I mean by that is that you have to
Those
follow.
are my husband
Yeah,
words.
but I'm saying you have to follow in your path. Like you're not all these other cultures and races. You're who you are. So naturally, you would do for you and yours, but not to exclude anybody else's.
And the
really,
only reason why I say that is because I'm really talking to myself when I say that. I'm not really like, talking to anybody else, because I used to be like really, really like, cutthroat, woke. And you know what I'm saying? Like, our life has taught me a lot of different things as far as the closed mindedness on how I was thinking. Because, everybody that's same skin as your skin ain't your kin. You feel me? And some people really need help. I said that if I was in a power of authority to where I could distribute reparations, I would make everybody take mental illness and wellness um, classes and stuff like that, and really get help that they need, because it's some people who are just, a cancer. Like, the whole reason ATM Tim I went over there is because I'm thinking, we was on the same thing and we really wasn't. So what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna be discriminatory. If somebody come in my path, they might be Kenyan, but they might be white. They might be, something else or whatever. I'm not opposed to, you know, um, helping different people along my journey. Um,
and
but
receiving help.
and
And
receiving
receiving
help
help.
along my journey, because
Yeah,
I've
because
absolutely
yeah,
received help
it
from
was a white
people
lady in
who's
Kenya who helped you out, worked
yeah,
for the UN to
ma-
help you out.
and now and
She
yes,
called the UN to
absolutely,
make
and
sure
shout
they
out
did their
and shout
job.
out and
It's
shout out
legacy.
and shout out to that young lady who was on the plane that works for the UN. You know who you are. I interviewed her too. However, when that was my first interview that I tried to do, and I didn't have the mic on, and I really didn't get the audio. The audio was horrible, but she knows who she is. She let me interview her and everything. She was very, very, um,
And when things got shaky, she called the
yeah,
embassy for you.
she was very loving towards me. I'm not gonna lie. It's like she was like a auntie or a mother. She was like, "Oh, well, it's your first time here." She's like, go ahead and get my contact, and and give me yours. So I want to make sure you straight." Um, I've received help from people I don't know in Kenya. Wow, that's what's up, ATM Tim. That shows you, you know what I'm saying, how you was walking when you was in Kenya. That's proof right there. Like, people you don't even know is helping you. That's powerful, for real. And yeah, yeah. That's all right. That's what's up. Um, but definitely, yeah. Back to that question, I would definitely sit down with Servant of God, Mercy, um,
You and your family,
um, you and your family.
and we go
I
from there.
said that again. You and your family
We go from
definitely,
there.
and we would definitely go from there. But that's what I would do. But I would definitely, outside of that, I would definitely like go more places and see more things and meet more people and just get a little bit more of the culture as
Yeah.
well, the festivities and stuff like that.
And to keep it real, it's like one of the things that I've learned moving around is that culture is a good thing. However, if it blinds you from accepting other people's cultures, that's not a good thing. So adjustments pretty much needs to be done. And that's where the lack of communication comes in at. Because if you don't know someone else's culture,
He said he got help from somebody that works for the UN.
yeah, see, that just shows you that's two people
Mm-hmm.
from out of nowhere. Me and him traveling, and we run into people who help us. That's God's plan. But I think it's God's will now, because ain't no plans. God laugh at our plans. It's God's will now, because that's definitely a God thing. And then you and him got blessed by a servant of God. That's not a coincidence. So
Yeah.
I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative to be able to work with somebody who works and takes care of their family.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, and I would definitely go back and build more with the youth. I probably spend a lot of my time doing that,
Mm-hmm.
especially being my daughter is up in that age too as well. It'd be really beneficial for her to be around youth um, and just being able to build with them.
Right. Okay, another
Um,
thing. I just have to build on this because this is real though. Like something in me can't help but just like it's clear as day that they use Joseph Thomas, JT, as a figurehead to destroy the image of the black family. And it was clever how they did it because they used somebody who was wishy-washy. Like he never signed a contract, but he had the street thing in him. So they knew he was gonna mess up. So what they did was they never let no other athlete, no other entertainer go over and do what he was doing and publicize it. Now I'm sure there are a lot of people doing things, but they ain't publicizing it. But the system allowed him to publicize it. Now he was big enough to get enough attention to garner people from all over the world to watch him, and they knew that. And they sit there and watched him promote this black family unity thing, redemption, the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan, and then they knew he was getting high all along. See, that was the plan. The plan was to use him to destroy the family because everybody in the world was watching him. Everybody in the world watches everybody else, but they follow the script. They was allowing him to write his own script because they knew the outcome. And what's sad about it though is that no, it's not nothing sad about it. What's real about it is we peeped that. And when all the pieces that he played with, when all the people that he got to play with come together and just destroy what they tried to do with him, trick no good.
okay, y'all. So I don't know if everybody knows is familiar with JT the Bigger Figure. That's what my husband is talking about. It's a guy who promotes family in Africa. He's also an artist, a producer, an American artist and producer. And he's over in Africa. He was selling land. He was selling land that ended up being a scam because you can't sell the land because it's ancestral land in Africa. And so he's pretty much scammed a lot of people uh, in the United States, particularly, and he couldn't have been doing it by himself. He obviously had
Handlers,
some people that was
handling,
helping him
and
and assisting
handling it.
him with this.
Not just helping him. Those,
Yeah,
those were
but
those were
handlers,
criminals. He had
handlers, he
handlers.
had handlers. I'm a little hesitant to talk about it because I said I really wasn't gonna talk about it, um, but yeah, and that's what he's on in Africa, and it's just sad because he's pretty much scamming his own people, and he is pretty much, you know, killing people's dreams, and he's doing it based on people's dreams, and he know how people feel about Africa and trying to do something different from
Yeah.
America.
And
So
his
he's
handlers used
scamming
his,
off
yeah,
of that.
and his handlers used his behavior. They knew how he is. They know his behaviors. Behaviors don't change, just like a history of track record of behaviors. They rarely ever change. His handlers knew what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. What they attempted to do was show the whole world that even if the black man try to change around, he can't do it. And a black family this is what a black family really is. Nobody else was getting that kind of realistic exposure. Everybody else in the world knows we got a bad stereotype, but movies and athletes and stuff like that, that's pretty much a different level. He was on another lower level, which is most of us, most black men in this country. And we work hard to take care of our families. And he went out there and purported to be that. The last image that we had that was positive. Because the world knows that black men do work and take care of their families here. They do know that. But you slash JT in their face, and even though his numbers wasn't big on the views, they was letting the world see. And they try to destroy relationships between people in America and people in Kenya and everywhere else in the world. Because whenever we try to go somewhere, that stereotype follows us. We don't deserve it, for one. I don't have the excuse that the system made us bad. I chose to be bad, but when I chose to be good, now I have the right to be good. And I do have rights. And JT is not a representative of the black male in America. That's not true. So trick no good to the handlers. We're going to do what you used him. We're going to utilize what you used him for to build our families back and build bridges between the U.S. and Africa and anywhere else we decide to go to.
And that's what, you know, I've been wanting to do all along. That's what we've been wanting to do all along is, you know, build a bridge between here and Africa. Especially being that, you know, I do have, and my children do have Kenyan ancestry in their DNA. So we're not going to play like.
And it's not even just from a test. It's not even just from a test. She went to McQuaney County, and Chief Dominic, who we can call right now, said we probably cousins, and we're going to do a DNA test with him. So it's not just about we wish we were Kenyan. No, my wife's Kenyan.
And for me, you know, like, you know, I'm not even going to lie. Like the other night, I was laying in the bed, you know what I'm saying? And I almost, like, was in tears. Like, I almost cried because I'm like, dang, God, why does everybody else know who they are except for us? You know what I'm saying? And I almost started crying because, you know, it's like, it's
a dream killer. They dream killers. That's how you kill somebody's dream. You take away their language, you take away their culture, you take away
and it's like, you know, I deserve to know who I am. I deserve to know where I'm from. Like, you know, like, what's the purpose of living this beautiful life and not knowing who you are, you know? So I was like in the bed, like almost in tears, but you know, God told me it's about whose you are too. You feel me? So I know I'm a child of God, and I believe that if, you know, I live in a righteous way and I, you know, do what I'm supposed to do under the law of God, I really do believe that God will grant us the desires of our heart. So, you know, I hold on to that promise. ACM said, shout out to the servant of God. Yeah, shout out to servant of God. Absolutely. And servant of God is a testament of how God can use something evil and turn it for good. You know what I'm saying? He's the flip side of the whole coin, of the other side, you know, of what JT was trying to do. So now God is using servant of God to really be able to do that, you know, and not because, you know, JT couldn't do it. You know, JT wasn't willing to do it. He wouldn't do it. And so, servant of God is simply someone that God is able to use and who is obedient. The name says it all, servant of God. I don't even have to say
what's beautiful about it is, servant of God is a family man who has his family over there.
And he's living what he's preaching.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, and he's not even all on, you know, he's really living it, you know, so can't do nothing but respect that. So servant of God did say that he was gonna bless me and my family with some land over there. So that's what I was saying. You know, God took what was evil and made it good. And
And once again, I give my word to work hard to participate, to work hard to acclimate, to work hard to be a part of.
absolutely,
So long.
it's a lot. So yeah.
Okay, now we deal with optimal health as well. So we're gonna deal with some mental health. All right. Now, yes, we do have a new baby. He's 5 weeks old, and he's no longer breastfeeding. And there's a reason for that. Would you care to elaborate? Oh, we're gonna eat. Come on.
Um. So I have my child's father in Kentucky, and my son's father, one of my son's father, he lives in Kentucky, and basically, he decided to pretty much go against our agreement. He breached our agreement as far as he was only supposed to keep our son for the summer. He was supposed to return him back um, per the beginning of the school year for school down here in Florida. And on September the 5th, he decided to renege on that agreement and said that he wasn't going to send my son back. And so, at the time, I'm what, 8 months pregnant. Um, I'm frantic. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, she was stressed out.
I was,
Stressed.
you really, really, he just stressed. Like if I wasn't feeling no stress or a little stress, it was turned up to the max.
And he knew she was high
And
risk.
he knows I'm high risk, and he knew, what that
was
would do
gonna
to
do.
me. He already thought about that, and obviously he didn't care. So, anyways, September the 5th, he decided that he wasn't going to send our son back, and he sent me a text message saying that. And so I was able to call the police department in Kentucky, and I was able to have them go over to do a wellness check. They was not able to remove my son from the home or anything like that, which that is his dad. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time,
He don't keep his word.
the
He doesn't
the
keep his
reason
word.
why I had to go through such,
Well, for one thing, he was with his dad for the whole summer and only called his mom maybe twice. When before he left, he's 6 years old. Before he left, he agreed to call his mom on a regular basis and let him know how he was doing. We also had to help him learn how to be officially not peeing in the bed anymore. When his father decided it was okay for him to wear diapers or take medicine.
Okay, so
So
we
after
don't
all
have
that,
to
so
go
after all
and go
that,
into all that,
so after
babe.
all that,
The
he's not trust. No, we do
Yeah,
have to go into
well,
all
the
that.
thing
But it's
about
okay.
it was what he didn't keep his word. What he didn't keep his word with was that
He was going to
he was
get the
supposed to
workbooks. He was supposed to do his
he was
keep
supposed
up
to
with his
help
work
keep up with his
and stay
work
out them
for the
games
summer, and he wasn't supposed to just play the games
all summer.
all the time. And he was gonna make sure he got his proper nutrition that he needed. Those are the three things that we asked him to do, and help him stop urinating on himself at nighttime.
And return him back
And
at the end
return
of the
him
summer.
back at the end of the summer. That's all we asked him to do.
Well, none of that
Now,
happened.
mind you, we didn't even have to. I didn't have to send him. I didn't have to send him if I didn't want to. Simply for the fact that
He just now got paternity established. He's 6 years old. He's just now admitting that he's his father. So he didn't have no rights. So she didn't have to do that. Come on.
But to make a long story short, he stressed me out, and so
You went to the
I
hospital.
ended up having to go to the hospital for having high blood pressure, and I had to go while I was pregnant, 8 months pregnant. I had to go to the courts, get an emergency pickup order, all this stuff. So
They wouldn't let
in
no other way,
return,
but she had to go get him.
in return, the only way that I could go get my son
She
is
had
I
to go.
had to be the one to personally go get him because he's my son, and so um, I had to do that shortly after giving birth, like maybe 3 weeks. They gave me a little while, and uh, um, time was important because he's at school, and every day that he misses school, it's the issue. You know, they can get me for truancy.
Yeah,
And
and he done
so
put him in school in
he
Lexington
done put him in school in Lexington without my
and done
permission
filed a motion to
and
get child support
filed a
dismissed.
motion to try to get child support dismissed, and child support supposed to start in October, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Make
the
a
only
long
reason
story
why,
short,
the only reason why he
is
got
I had
pay
to,
child
the
support.
thing is I had to leave my son. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I've had to do this before. But so that just shows you that he knows exactly what he's doing. And I hate to even put this on blast because I know that one day my son is probably gonna come back and look at this video. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's
because mental health is important.
I mean, yeah, mental health
Your
is
mental
important,
health
and
is
his mental health is important, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing it, because I want to break a generational curse. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So it took me having to leave my son. My son had to just go cold turkey from being breastfed, wasn't no winging him off of it or nothing like that. And you know, so you know, that took a toll on my son as well. And so, but you know, any mother that's out there that's a mother, you know that whether it's the oldest one, the youngest one, the one in the middle, the one on the side, you know, one of your babies is out in harm and not a healthy situation, you're going to get them. Period. It's just the mother instinct in you. If you don't have it in you, then I hope that you get the help you need because every mother I know is like that.
No, it was the right thing to do. Not just that, but it was the right thing to do because of what he told us when he got back.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do for one because his father not keep his word, and that's one of the things that I'm, you know, trying to help my son with is to keep his word. You know what I'm saying? Just like he didn't call me like he was supposed to and all this stuff. But see, I think that he didn't get to. But his dad, I blame his dad. I don't even blame my son because you know I feel like my son's dad is trying to coerce my son.
No, he don't want you to do. Listen, Sean don't want to do what you have to say, suggest to him. And thus Amir don't
want it either. So
I have to deal with that.
So ultimately, what he's doing is he's turning my son against me, saying that you don't have to respect your mom, but you got to respect me. Basically, that's what he's doing. And the thing about it is, you know, my son has been in my custody the longest. You know, I've taken care of him the most. You know, and that part don't even really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Because love is love. So you know, as long as my son feels that love that he needs to feel from a mother and a father or a dad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. But, you know, I'm saying all that to say that
we're
breaking generational curses. As far as my son knows that he can go over there and he can do what he wants to do. He can play on the game. He can eat sweets. He can just do what he wants to do there. And he knows here, you know, there's more of a regimen. There's more things here that's gonna, you know, make him grow. To make him be a person of integrity when he grows up and a real man. Being that my husband is a real man, he gets to experience and witness that every day. You know, not just you know periodically or you know on the weekends, whatever. He gets to experience that every single day.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Samira have been together for 3 years. Amir has been here for 2 years straight. Not counting the time we first got together because he's with his dad. Mm-hmm. And I'm not against his dad, just in case anybody's wondering or whatever. I've been actually for his dad. I'm the reason why he got to go for the summer because she didn't even want to send it.
Yeah, because I'm tired of him. Like, I'm tired of him and the antics.
Yeah, he claims.
I don't even want to go into all that, but you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, he is been a thorn on, he has been a thorn. You feel me? And he's been that way for a reason. I think that he's been malicious. I think he's really been malicious.
Yeah, I think he's mad because it didn't work out the way he wanted it to.
And the thing about it is, I don't want my son to feel like that. Like, I gotta have my way. If it don't work out the way I want it to work out, and I gotta be a living hell to somebody else. No. Or I gotta steal, rob. No. I don't want my son.
I'm gonna keep it real. Me and my wife been friends.
Like
We've been married for 3 years. Been friends off and on for 15. Been knowing each other for 20. When she was dating Sean, I was Sean's biggest, what's the word? Supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, I supported you, bro. Like, for real, all the way up. You could have married her. You didn't do that. So that's on you. And whatever you planned, it didn't work out, bro. But you can't be mad about that. That's costing your son, who then I have to deal with. So you care enough about him to make my wife almost die, cost both of my children to not be breastfed. You know what I'm saying?
And like my husband said, he's claimed my daughter. That's not even his child. He
On
claimed her
taxes,
on his
bro,
taxes
you're a little
without me
devilish, man.
knowing.
You're a little devilish, man. And trust me, you playing with Favre.
He's
You playing
went
with
and got
F-I-R-E,
benefits
man.
for my son.
You know, I think you
in
laughed
another
when your
state.
cousin touched my daughter, man. You know, we're going to keep it real, bro. You better quit playing with me.
Okay, babe.
Now, I know you're going to hear it, so you better quit playing with me.
So you know, when y'all seen the post of me being stressed out and back and forth to the hospital with my high blood pressure and all that stuff, I was actually dealing with my son's father and the safety of my son and trying to get him returned back home safely.
So instead of you snatching your son up, making her pay child support, trick no good. Now you get pay child support, and your visitation, your support, your visit's gonna be, your time with your son is gonna be supervised. And we still got land in Kenya. The child still great, like she said. Ramir is still doing great. Summer is doing great. But we about optimal health as well, bro. And what we're saying to you is you're
go
not.
Go get some help.
Yeah, and
that's
you're
what
not.
We said.
And you're not.
We saying
that's
please
not what you're
go
about.
Get some help
so go. You ain't got to do what we tell you to do, but you could do something better for yourself,
for your
son.
Of your son. You know what I'm saying?
And the son you got with you.
Yeah, and for your son.
Yeah, for your son you got with you. Quit playing, man. You playing. It's not a video game, bro.
And the whole reason why he's doing this because he don't want to pay child support.
Yeah, or you don't want to be a man. This is not a video game, bro.
He's supposed to be due to pay child support in October, and he don't want to pay child support. So that's the whole reason why.
And we was gonna give him his money back. Listen, we don't want your money or need it. We was gonna give you your money back. We talked to you. We got text messages. See, like JT, we got text messages and conversations recorded to prove that we were trying to give you and other people the greatest benefit of the doubt, because otherwise I'm gonna have to do something to you.
So anyways, on that note, you know, for the only thing that I want from Sean is for him to be a good father to America.
And quit playing with me.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
when you mess with her, you mess with me,
exactly.
bro. She's married to me, bro.
And let me be at peace. That's
Leave
it,
her alone.
for real, because here's the thing, it's like you're trying to hurt me, you know what I'm saying, but you're hurting him.
And we still gonna give you your money back.
And that's
so we can show you that it wasn't about no money, and maybe you should think about that. Because you keep playing with me, you ain't gonna have no money.
So, and it's not even about the money. Like, the whole reason why he's on child support wasn't even because I put him on child support. The reason why he's on child support...
Because you filed taxes on the child wasn't yours.
So...
You keep moving snakish, man. Ain't nobody cut your head off. If anything, I try to help you grow some arms and some legs so you can stand up like a man, bro. But you played with me. You laughed in my face and smiled at me when I dropped him off to you. I don't take that kindly.
Okay, so yeah, if you are watching this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did wrong, and you don't pay the ultimate price,
cool.
bro, unless you do the right thing, and that's
turn
your life around.
And for my son,
turn your life around.
Whoever watches, and for my son who may watch this one day, just know that your mommy love you. I don't have no hate towards your father. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep you away from him. I just want him to do right.
I don't hate you either, but I have to live with Amir, and it bleeds my heart. Do you understand that?
I just want him to do right by you.
Yeah,
you deserve
and
it.
I've been making him do right by himself, which is going to do right by you. But you don't respect that. You're not backing me up. You're not supporting me. Bro, when I come to you and call you, you play me like I'm some little weak-ass bitch. Like it's okay for him to get... Nah, hold on. So now, guess who's the bitch now, homeboy?
Okay, and the thing about it is, it's not even personal towards Tim. That's how Sean is. That's what he does.
Well, then you don't. But see, that's how Sean is. That's what you do. But guess what? Trick no good over here, homeboy.
You know what I'm saying?
Trick no good over here.
Try to show him any love. Or
well,
whatever.
Too bad. You need to go therapy like I did. You need to go to get you some counseling, therapy like I did, bro.
But yeah,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cause I try to keep it real with you. I try to show you love and respect. But bro, that's the second time you pulled a whole move. You caused both of my children not to be able to breastfeed. Now you think that's petty if you want to, but as soon as you rise up, and smile, it's on.
Okay, but yeah. So as far as the life update, you know what I'm saying? Those are some of the things that I was really going through. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to put that out there.
And just say thank you to God because He gave us land because we didn't behave the way we were capable of.
So yeah, so basically, that's what it is. Um, you know, I'm usually really reserved and usually like really keep a lot of stuff in and I hold back on a lot of things. But I'm just tired of people feeling like they can play with me in private and then don't want me to keep it and then want me to play with me in private. You don't want me to keep it private. No, you can't play in my face in private and then tell me how to deal with it. So, it is what it is. I'm definitely not trying to put nobody on blast or
looking at the second office where you go into Mike's office, looking
or
at the drawers right there.
really,
open the cabinet drawers up.
Offend anybody or anything like that, man. Ultimately, I want everybody to get some help. For real, like just to get some help. That's it. That's all I want. Because optimal health is the real wealth. And, mental illness is real, especially in our community. And we always want to, not talk about it or dismiss it or not believe that it's a real thing. But it is a real thing.
I can be
and
reserved.
A lot of people,
and babe, I can be reserved. I'm just upset because because of all the months and years that I have been.
And my husband is passionate.
Man,
you know what I'm saying about the situation because here's the thing. I told him that I'm done showing him any more mercy. You feel me? It's like
so I worked with Amir first, and then I worked with Amir simultaneously with Sean.
It's like showing him mercy.
And I worked hard. I worked hard with him. I walked back and forth to the park with him every day, man. I worked on him not running with his hands flapping in the wind.
When he came back, he was a totally different child. He had a totally different cadence.
But both times you sent him there, he came back, he was a totally different child.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is,
he's pretty much undoing everything
that we doing, I'm doing for him. And I'm going to say I'm doing it because I'm doing it.
You are doing it. You are doing it. You chose to marry me, so you are doing it.
Yeah, and I'm not complaining about it because I'm still doing it.
I know, and the thing about it is instead of him hating on you or feeling any type of way against you, he should be like really respecting you and supporting you and backing us. But he should be back supporting me because you telling your son to disrespect your mom, disregard her husband, disregard your father,
and play with a man.
And then you know what I'm saying? So no, we're not doing that no more. So anyways, enough on that. My blood pressure is high. You feel me? So I don't have time for that. I don't have time to
getting it documented.
It need to be documented. Absolutely, but I'm not gonna harper on it. You feel me? I got to move on because here's the thing: mentally, physically, spiritually, everything I'm doing, I'm moving forward and I'm moving on from that situation.
We're gonna show you how. Even though our man, her blood pressure is high. Even though that's what we're doing right now, spiritually, we also working as well.
Absolutely.
We are aware that we have to get this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
it's mandatory.
Yeah, it is.
Because the whole family likes to play.
So
now we can go to part 2.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that right now because I'm not ready for all that. You feel me? And I'm working, smart with that situation, very intelligently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just gonna, do all that. I've already done all that one time before. You feel me? So I'm definitely, we're definitely working with the Most High on that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the most important thing is to get justice before anything else. So I'm not going to put nothing before that. So, anyways, that's the life update. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I always like to try to see something positive in the situation. We have been adjusting regardless of, we know everybody out there is going through stuff. We're not trying to magnify stuff and make it seem like nobody else is going through nothing. We know everybody is going through. We just brave enough to put it on the table. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
And that's what's going to get us to Africa. But just because I'm going to keep it real. Just because we're going to Africa, that don't mean that we're going to get away from situations, circumstances.
Nah.
But here's the reality of it.
that shows that we can be hit with situations and circumstances and still
anywhere,
be
but be productive in
and
God's people
righteous.
and be righteous people. So here's the game. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, like what we're gonna really be able to do is what most people are not able to do, and that's what we're trying to help you do. When you do your optimal health as well, if you get to do what you want to do, that's just the truth. Now,
And
we're gonna
that's what
test.
I
This is a
love about it.
testimony. This is a testimony. This is just the truth.
And that's what I love about
We
it.
do what we want to do. Y'all do what you have to do. You could be a millionaire, but you're bonded and tied to your obligations. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
you can have everything, you know what I'm saying?
And
You
be
have a
totally
good job
miserable.
and a
And be
fiance
totally
and
miserable.
everything and still be miserable.
And be miserable.
You
Here's
know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
We're not trying to help you, tell you how to be. We're just showing you what we're doing. So her channel is really not to teach you about optimal health as well.
It's demonstrated.
It's to demonstrate it
It's
to
me
you.
showing you. So you would
Yeah.
never get it twisted like, oh, she thinks she's like, you'll never see me. Well, this is step 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you will see me, you know, like for instance, like I'm not in the Bible with my children all the time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna work on that. But at the same time, you know, instead of, you know, being a person to show them the Bible but not walk the walk, I actually walk the walk. You feel me? Even with my mistakes and everything. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But what I do and what you will see me do is you will walk to see me walk the walk. You will see me say, okay, I'm not perfect. You might see my mistake. You might see my flaws. You might see my achievement. You might see whatever. But it's not me trying to give a tutorial or be a coach or whatever on how it's done. It's just so you can see somebody who's not
because
afraid to
reality,
get out here and use her
yeah,
platform
because reality
to
is
show
simple.
you
Reality,
show you optimal health as well.
yeah, reality is simple.
And that's whether I'm at school, that's whether I'm at home, that's whether I'm with my husband, that's whether I'm with my children, that's whether I'm exercising, that's whether I'm at a game, that's whether I'm at a show, that's whether I'm in the studio, that's whatever you see me doing, trust me, it's got some type of wellness and health involved in it, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, um, you know, whatever. It definitely has some mental healing connected to it. Even this right now, it's therapeutic to be able to talk about it and get things off our chest that we've been, you know, holding in and stuff that, you know, has been affecting us in our household. So even that's productive and effective. So, before I end this live, I just want to say I want to thank God for all the many blessings. I want to thank you for the trials and the tribulations and everything that, you know, we have to encounter on this journey of wellness and health, optimal health. Thank you for my husband providing us with, you know, providing me with a life partner to do this journey with, because you said when there's 2 or more gathered, Lord, and I believe you. So thank you. Thank you for the children. Thank you for all my subscribers. And make sure y'all tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? Help a girl out. I ain't asking for no super chats or nothing, but you know, get somebody to subscribe to my channel, spread the word about Samira TV. You never know where you might catch us, from the garage to, you know, the UN. I'm just playing, but I'm just saying, like, for real. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. You got anything you want to say before we go? All right, so that's been Life Update Part 2. And I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like this video, share it, tell your friend or tell a friend to subscribe. And we're going to see y'all later. And don't forget, optimal health is wealth. Peace. Okay, how you get off here? Oh.